Please stop, drop, cover, and hold.
You're watching a tsunami evacuation drill in action. Every year, students and staff head to the roof of the Acosta School on Washington's coast. The roof high enough to be out of the reach of tsunami waves. The school's designed, strengthened to withstand the force of debris-filled waves slamming into it. And this is what a tsunami looks like, the massive one in Japan during 2011. Scientists say these kinds of waves will hit Washington someday, created by a similar massive earthquake. And here's the problem. The Acosta School is the only vertical evacuation structure in North America.
If it happened today, what's our potential death toll from the tsunami portion of this?
8,000 plus.
Fatalities.
Correct.
If we don't do this.
Correct.
Maximilian Dixon heads the Earthquake Hazards Program for Washington Emergency Management. Now there is a guide for other communities to build their own vertical evacuation structures, particularly for those communities where there are no hills close by.
We can lay out from beginning to end. So there's these key steps that you want to go through to make sure that you have a successful project.
At the core of getting those towers built is paying for it. Acosta School was built with the help of a local bond issue. Now a second structure is in the works on the Shoalwater Bay Reservation further down the coast. This time a standalone tower funded by $2.2 million from FEMA Region 10.
When they saw the Shoalwater tribe put together an application and a proposal that was successful at the national level to get FEMA funding, all the other communities looked around and thought, we could probably do this too.
Tim Cook is the state's hazard mitigation officer who works with grants and financing. Now the state is working with Ocean Shores, Westport, and Aberdeen to get structures built. How many does the state need? That's the subject of a study emergency management is trying to get funded by the legislature soon. Glenn Farley, King 5 News.